YouTube, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another absolute scintillating episode of the relegation and promotion series. I greatly appreciate you popping in, and I appreciate you if you would hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment. We are hopping into more Sunbelt this week. We do got we got Bowling Green. They're 0-1 already in the conference, but they're our kryptonite, and we saw that last year. So this is kind of a retribution game. Next week we got Army, which is another retribution game for the bowl game 2 years ago, and then just a heartbreaking loss last year. And then we have Navy. So those are the three games we're looking at for this episode. Before we hop in, though, I do have an announcement. As the school year for me picks up, I will more than likely not be posting every single day as I have been in the last couple weeks. The biggest reason why I was doing every day was because I was trying to make up for lost time with the move that we just went through and that I didn't post for like 3 weeks. So trying to get back on track of that schedule. Even before the move, it was pretty regularly almost every day just because I was super excited for the game. But now, just because of the time aspect of things, I probably won't have time to get things up every single day. Continue to look for when I'm posting. I'll try to hammer out when this is going to be. My idea is probably going to be Wednesdays and Fridays and then Saturdays. So this series would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I plan to do a new series starting a Saturday, which is tomorrow from when this video is posted, and then I'm looking to do a Madden franchise on Sundays. So it's going to be about 5 days per week, maybe 4, again depending on my schedule and that different type of thing, but that's kind of the plan for right now. So again, just a quick little announcement, PSA, if you will. So without further ado, let's hop into Bowling Green. A rainy day here in college football 26, the day after they had an update to fix all the rainy days. I'm just kidding. There's always going to be rainy days, especially in this upper Midwest area of the country, as we just watched Bryce Baker scramble for a first down, running for his life from a D lineman and being able to get around him. Williams was stopped. I thought we were maybe going to get through that hole there, but we were not able to do so. 2nd and 9 with just under 11 minutes left. Bobby Renner is the most... what is his injury rating, man? Good Lord, he's hurt all the time. Durham's going to make that catch crossing the middle. What is back spasms? But he's going to be back on in 2 plays, and then he's going to be hurt again. It's just... The injury subsystem is just... I don't know. It's annoying at this point. And that man has 7 tackles already. That is absolutely insane. The game just started. Uter wide open. Don't know where or who was supposed to be watching that, but it was literally wide open. We get the ball back in the red zone. We are at the 10 exactly. We're going to go RPO. We're going to hand it to Williams. He's going to get inside the 5. 10 carries for 44 yards. Not the greatest start for Williams, but we'll see if we're going to be able to get him going more productively. Another RPO. He's going to put his foot in the ground, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And 14-7 as they bust open a huge run for a touchdown. I was just about to say 14-0, but right as I was about to say it, they had that huge run. But we are back into the red zone. We are in a position where we should be able to punch in yet another touchdown. Just a reminder that Bowling Green was the only loss on our schedule last year. Washington takes the jet pass, gets upfield, and he is now hurt. So, this rainy day here in Bowling Green, what is happening? We're going to settle, but we just had 3 people go down in that possession, and I played 3 plays. There's no way. What? So they have this bug in the game, which is crazy, right? But they can't, like, figure out how to... I shouldn't even say a bug. This code in the game. But they can't find a way to put, like, oh, your offense has been struggling. Like, they've went 3 and out the last 4 possessions. Hop in and have a go. Or, hey, ball is inside the 5-yard line. Why don't you take over and try to get your team 2 first downs? Okay, well, Williams is hurt yet again, and he didn't even touch anybody that play. This is insanity. I'm gonna hand it off to Thomas. He's gonna be absolutely destroyed. We are trying to run way too many RPOs, I think. I like them, but it has shown, like, Bowling Green has shown that they're going to just sit there and let the running back get it and then just deal with the consequences. As we roll out, that's a huge play and a big catch by Durham as well. It's nice to see him back out on the field consistently after missing all of, 2 games last year. Williams is back on the field. He gets absolutely pummeled. I might just have to go take him out of the lineup. His chest was hurting before. Now it's his arm. I just don't understand. He does get the ball a lot. So his season and career wear and tear is probably super high, to be honest, because he had like 300 and some carries last year, right? But, like, if he's really hurting that bad, keep him off the field. It is 24-10. We are inside the 2-minute timeout. We missed that throw. I don't think Baker has the natural, so that probably had something to do with it. Washington is back on the field, which is good to see. We're going to just throw it down to Acho, and he is going to pick up about 2 yards. See if we can create some space out here for Thomas. We get the corner to commit. The safety comes and makes us make a spin back inside, and the D end, it tracks us down. So we're going to have to settle for a field goal. It's up, and it's going to sneak inside the right upright, and we are going to continue to grow this lead here before the half. It is 27-10. We have a 3rd and 5. Sisk is in the game now. Good Lord. We've actually seen a lot of him this year already. Third string running back. Just mainly wear and tear stuff. And injury related stuff, which again is going to happen. But we got to get out of that animation. I'm so glad that he can throw like that, but good Lord, I was hitting the right trigger so fast to get out of that play action animation. Good Lord. Grimes, wide open, touchdown. This Bowling Green team did not show up to play today. They are typically a thorn in our side, but we came into their place and we are absolutely dismantling them. Okay. Throw under pressure, not the greatest, but there we are. We're going to skip this. Skip that. They end up scoring, so it is only a 14-point game now. I was about to say, why is the pitch ban that? RPO, we're going to throw it out to Washington. And we are going to continue to move the ball down the field. I don't know why we are throwing the ball a crazy amount. Insane. And it's really messing with the fact that, like, hey, we have a huge lead. Let's just, you know, take time off the clock. But I guess that makes just too much sense. Kicks up. Kicks good. I just don't get it. All right. Let's hop into defense. I don't know if we've played a snap of defense yet, so we'll go ahead and play defense here on this 4th and 5. They're going to try to take a shot. We're going to come over and knock it down, which is fine. Obviously, stat-wise, an interception would have been cool there, but that would have been an arm punt for them, so we're able to get the ball in a little bit better position to really sulk this game away. So we are in a 4th down, though. Hit the wrong button. And that is the game. 37-20, I believe, was the final. So we sprinted out of the gates, and then we just couldn't really get anything going. I don't think we had Williams play a whole lot in the second half, which probably is one of the reasons why we slowed down. Baker did throw an interception, which also makes us slow down. 17 for 93, 1 touchdown, 16 of 75 for Thomas, so he was productive in the running game as well. Durham 7 for 106. Uter 6 for 60 and a touchdown, 6 for 60 for Washington as well. Thomas in the end zone and Grimes also in the end zone in the receiving end of things. Stroud had 10 tackles to lead the team. Edmonds with 8, 7 for Grimes, Donahue and Starr. Tackles for loss, we had a boatload of them, 11. 3 for Collins, 2 for Donahue, Manulunua, and Garrison had 2 as well. Sacks, we had Collins with 25. Manu, I'm just going to start calling him. Manu had 2. Garrison had 1.5. 1 for Fantus, and Donahue had 1 as well. We had no interceptions on the day. But defense played relatively well. So that's a really good sign moving forward. Second game. I misspoke. We have San Diego State in between the Retribution games. So we have Army next week. San Diego State looks pretty solid. They're 3-1. They're 2-0 in the Sun Belt. So this might be one of those tough tests. Their helmets, I just love their helmets. I think I did a San Diego one, just for fun to learn recruiting earlier this year. So love the helmets. Let's go take them down. We get an early offensive moment here. Okay, this place isn't going that crazy, guys. Just listen, please. I'm gonna go out to Durham. We just left it inside a little bit too much. Got the look that we wanted, to clear out with Durham. Durham going back to the outside. Washington is somebody to look for here. Okay, that bumping was crazy. Not interference, because it was within 5 yards, but it was way more aggressive than I thought it was going to be. So turnover on downs there. Obviously not the start we're looking for, but 3rd and 21 for the Aztecs. Just let them complete it in front, go up, make the tackle. Great job knocking that out, though, on the catch. So another 4th down. We're going with the same look as we did last time. Let's see if Acho gets a clean break. He does. We're going to throw back across our body. What am I doing? just stay in the pocket and deliver the ball, please? Holy. Jeez. Okay, we gotta beat them deep one of these times. Can you please listen? Okay, no. Nah, it just made me even more mad. Picked. Oh, thank gosh. Thank you for that linebacker leaving that. I was anticipating him leaving it earlier, but he didn't. So, Ohio State beats Georgia. That's a big matchup there. Tennessee beats UCLA, another huge matchup. That was a top 10 matchup, 6 versus 4. The Big Ten, man. It's just a gauntlet when you get there. As Williams gets into the end zone. He practically lives there. Texas A&M beats #1 Penn State. Man, I can't wait to get up to those bigger conferences. I just have to grind every week. I mean, not that we don't grind most weeks down in these conferences, but okay. I thought I had the angle to not have to worry about that guy, but I lied. I shouldn't say I lied. I was wrong more so than I lied, because the only person I'm lying to is myself. We struggle with pass blocking. Pass protection is a problem, and I don't get it because most of our guys are very good at it in their ratings, I guess I should say. Autonomous gets a huge chunk of that back to make it 4th and 3. Apparently we didn't come to California to kick field goals, which I kind of love it. But also, we've already turned it over on downs twice this game. So, luckily, we get in the end zone that time. I just picked the worst play in our playbook. So, 3rd and 3. Play action pass, which didn't fool that guy at all. He was unblocked the entire way. 14-3, 3rd and 4 here for the Cardinals. We're going to roll to the right, deliver a strike out to Durham. He's going to bring it in. Bryce has been playing well today. Been playing pretty well today. We took that long sack. We haven't really blatantly missed many guys, if any. Durham makes the catch, gets the first down, spins the guy out of his shoes, and we are now in the red zone. Bryce has over 200 yards passing here in the first half alone. So he is taking care of the ball. He is finding the right guys, and it's showing clearly. All right, 2nd and 3. I missed the hole. Missed it. I want Durham coming underneath all these curl routes, and I need Williams to stay in the block. We're going to shift it. Durham's coming across. He's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Again, we are way higher rated than these guys, but it's a road game. It's a conference game. So this is expected realistically. Like if you look at the screen, right, and you see the rankings. Now I constantly talk about how the rating system is broken. We are not as highly rated as the game has us rated. But I think that most of the time they err on the higher side of things, right? So like what I'm trying to say is, like, San Diego State is a 60 something, and I don't think that they are lower than that. Or sorry, I think that they could be lower than that. Opposed to why? Now I lost my train of thought. lost my train of thought. They're not bringing all this pressure, so those linebackers are going to drop into Durham. And Durham's going to get obliterated. Oh my, that looked terrible. That looked terrible. All right, we got 3rd and 16. Essentially, we're going to try to get up the middle of the field. They're playing cover 2. We do get up the field. We're going to call our first timeout. That was kind of the hope that they were playing cover 2, not cover 3. That way we could use that middle of the field. We're going to go hit Durham here on the out route, and that's going to be a touchdown. What a drive to end the half. Bowling Green beats Navy. So the team that we just destroyed last week beat the team that we play in 2 weeks, which obviously week to week is different, but we got the corner out. What a ball. Durham is cooking them today. He gets in the end zone yet again, 35-14. Scored another one, 42-14. They get in, 42-21. We are in the 4th quarter. We're going to go ahead and make sure True Clock is on, just because of the fact that we have already scored 42 points. The big thing to remember for like scores and like different things like that is play styles are huge in this game. So like mainly defensively is what I'm thinking about, is when they're asking for linebacker tackles. If you only play 7-minute quarters, it makes it very hard to retain those players. Now on the flip side of things, if it's rushing yards per game, playing 15-minute quarters, which we do in the series, is also very hard to maintain and to keep lower. But most of it is in sim, right? So the theory is that if it's happening in our games, it's happening in other games as well. So once we get better, we should be able to hold them to lower, right? So that's kind of the idea. I'd rather be able to keep players because of tackles than low rushing yards because we play whatever, right? So, and it's based on the rest of the nation. It's not your number per se, so it's not like, oh, if you hold them under 75 yards rushing a game, you are at an A. It's all based on the nation's stats. So 63-21, I believe, was the final score. Yeah, just an absolutely dismantling of San Diego State. Woof. 33 of 47, 70% completion, 497, 5 touchdowns. He did throw an interception as well. Williams 28 for 179 and 3 touchdowns. Baker also got in the end zone running the ball. Washington had 10 catches for 130 and a touchdown. Durham 8 for 124 and 3 touchdowns for him. Uter also got in the end zone with 4 catches, 52 yards. 2 more in the 80s. We threw it all over this defense. Defensively, doesn't look like they're on the field as much. 6 tackles for Beckner to lead the team. Johnson Jr., Manu, and Starr with 5 each. Edmond and Grimes with 4. 2 tackles for loss for Garrison, 1 apiece for Collins, Manu, and Carter. 1.5 sacks for Garrison, 1 for Collins, 1 for Carter, and half for Manu. Defensively, Donovan Starr had an interception as well. So really, really solid game. They scored 6 points in the first half, 2 field goals, then they scored 15 in the second half. So defense played super well. Retribution week, part 2 for this game. It's hard to say retribution for Bowling Green because we beat them pretty handedly in the conference championship last year, but this is full retribution. We also have 3 recruits on campus, one in which we were handily in first, and then Georgia just decided to say, hey, we kind of want this guy. So we need to have a really good visit today. A nice 71-degree day here in Ball State, Indiana. We are hosting the Army Black Knights, and why are we punting that? I'm so over it. So over it. It is 7-6. We just need to be better than them today. That corner sat on that route. That's insane. We're going to kick a field goal to go up 10-6. Remember, it is important for us to get a blowout win today with the recruits, especially for the 5-star that Georgia just decided, like, hey, yeah, you're not going to get them. Sorry about it. They have a tier 5 pipeline on them, and we don't have a pipeline on them. So it's a very important week as we can't get a throw off, and we're down 12-10. Why can we not beat Army? Like, what is happening? He's going to drop that over the middle, thankfully. They're going for it on 4th and 3? These psychopaths? All right, here we go. Big stop here on 4th and 3. What is our other linebacker doing? What is Morales doing? Okay, breathe. Breathe. For the second week in a row, number 1 goes down as Tennessee loses to unranked Florida. All right. I couldn't carry both of them. Good Lord. And just like that, we are down 19-10. Army is they got promoted from the Sun Belt, so they are playing up a conference compared to us. They're decently rated, as you saw in the menu. They're decently rated, so it's not like they're bad, right? It's just frustrating that we cannot beat them. We're 0-2 in this series against them. More than likely, we're going to be playing them next year in the conference, unless we absolutely fumble the bag, because it seems like the Sun Belt's pretty bad. But who knows? They might be able to. They're 2-1 right now. They might be able to play their way up again as well. So we just need to focus on taking care of business today. Bryce Baker gets the first down. 1:16 left. We're not in any real rush, right? So we're going to continue to be able to work the ground game. We have over a minute left. He has 85 yards. He's averaging 8.5 yards, and we're losing by 9. That linebacker made a heck of a play. It looked like that was going to be a wide open. Good play by the linebacker on that particular play. We're going to give it back to Williams. Their run defense is not very good. Holy. All right. 3rd and 1 with 45 seconds left. We're going to go back to the ground with Williams. He's going to get inside the 10. He's at the 9-yard line. 40 seconds, left to play here. We're just going to take the motion completely out of this. Which one's going to become open? Durham. Just get out of bounds. 28 seconds left. We do have all 3 of our timeouts, so getting out of bounds wasn't like a dire thing, but it was nice to be able to kind of reset a little bit without using one of the timeouts. 28 seconds left. We're going to roll out with Bryce Baker. He's going to win the race to the pylon. Touchdown, Ball State. 17-19 here in the second half. It is 3rd down, and timeout. Why were we in field goal? What in the glitch is that? We were in field goal block. Okay. Make the tackle. Thank you. They're probably going to go for it on 4th and 1, if I would have to guess. Oh, they did, and they... All right, get a stop here. Field goal. No touchdown. quarterback runs, we are able to string it out, and the D end Collins was able to get through and make the stop. Defense needs to find a way to get a stop here. Collins again, but he got drugged like 3 yards. Gotta make a tackle. Gotta make a strong tackle. Little counter. He's going to fight his way into the end zone. We just cannot hit them on first contact and get them to the ground, and it is very frustrating. Very frustrating. 27-17. Uter should just run by this linebacker. A little rub helps. Touchdown, Ball State. Come on, defense. One time. Thank you for the stop. Thank you. 3rd and 1. We're running this to the... I don't like it. Just going to roll out. We're going to send Durham deeper. And we're going to pick up the first down, get to the 11, so we do get another first down if we need it. I tried to send Durham deep, but it actually sent Anonymous deep. Okay, how is that bad of a throw? Okay. Are they going to try to man up on Durham? It does not look like it. Well, that's because they're bringing a blitz. God, just run the ball. All right. Let's see what we can do here. And we're not. We're going to end up tying the game. 27-27. The fact that Army has scored 27 points on our defense is just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. 3rd and 5 for them. See what they're going to do. It's probably 4-down territory, so they're probably going to run it. Maybe they punt now, just because they didn't gain anything. So defense again doing a job. Finally, 27-27. I would love to score 17 points here late, as well as the defense is playing right now. But we just need to focus on winning the game at this point, which is frustrating. But it is what it is. And granted, like, in the grand scheme of things, Army very rarely gets blown out just because of the fact that they take so much of the clock with the way that they run their offense. So it's also important for me to keep that in mind as well. We got a turnover, though, somehow. And we are on the verge of getting into the end zone to take a 14-point lead with just under 10 minutes left. As Williams walks in, great job up front there down in the red zone. And looks like they did go down and score. They're going for it on 4th and 2. What is our safety doing, bro? What are we doing? Oh my goodness gracious. Get him. Thank you. Give me this offensive possession. We're up 11. We're backed up. Give me this possession. As Williams. Oh, he didn't have the speed. How fast is that linebacker? How fast is that linebacker? We have 94 speed for Williams. And we have an injury timeout, right? Okay, these linebackers, or whatever position these guys are in for them, are fast. Holy. I want Washington to go deep. Okay, they're going to cover that. They just got to get rid of it. Is Durham hurt again? Nope, he's right there. All right, good. All right, Washington, you need to win a route out there. He's not going to win it again. We're just going to have to give Durham a chance, and it's going to fall incomplete. We're going to have to punt. Hopefully the defense can get a stop here and get us the ball back so we can go down and score and win by 17. I'm worried about going back into the moments. It's 4th down. Clock's running. And we get... Oh, why'd I call a timeout? What am I doing? That might cost us the blowout win because now I only have 1 timeout left. All right, here we go. Durham's running away from everybody. We're going to get in the end zone. And that is the 17 points. So hopefully the defense doesn't give up anything like crazy big for a touchdown. 4th and 6 and they're in this formation. Why? And we get yet another sack. Where was this all game from our defense? Like, I just don't understand how we struggled so much early. 13 points in the second quarter, which isn't a crazy amount, actually. So, 48-30. 30 points for Army. Oof. Baker, though, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. 162 and a touchdown on the ground for Williams. Baker also got in the end zone on the ground. Durham 6 for 92 with 1 touchdown, 4 for 59 and a touchdown. Uter had 3 for 75 and 2 touchdowns. So the passing attack is going kind of crazy, to be honest. Beckner and Manu tied for 10 tackles each, 9 for Starr, 8 for Morales, 7 for Collins, and 7 for Garrison. Tackles for loss, Manu had 7 tackles for loss. He's hurt, which is not ideal. Garrison, his D-tackle pair had 5 tackles for loss, 4 for Collins, and Shaughnessy had 3. Sacks, Byler, Morales, and Garrison all had 1, half for Collins and Manu. Interceptions, Johnson got 1, probably late just because they had to throw the ball quite a bit. But defense, I mean, they scored 30 points, but I mean, they seem like looking quarter to quarter, it really wasn't that bad, I guess. I don't know. So from the visit, we jump Michigan and Michigan State. So we steal a 4-star gem corner from the state of Michigan. Michigan State had him coming this week. We did overtake Georgia. I don't think it's going to be enough to actually get this guy though. But we're gonna keep the 50 hours on him, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to get us over the finish line this week. But if we don't this week, we gotta back off. I mean, if we get into a recruitment battle with Georgia, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. So, other guys that were on campus this week, we jump a huge amount here on Willingham. So that is a very important visit as well. We are down in like 5th, and we jump all these guys. They don't have visits outside of Purdue. They don't have visits until week 12 and 13. So we should be able to finish that off before we get to that point. So that is just a quick update on recruiting. That's going to be the end of this episode. I greatly appreciate you clicking on the video today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps the channel a bunch. I can't tell you how much I love the support, and I appreciate the support that I've been getting on the channel as of late, especially after the 3-week hiatus. So I greatly appreciate you. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.